Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Crimson Desert. Hope you are still having a great time playing the game. This video will be all about chapter 2 in the main story of the game and the other stuff that I did during the chapter. If you haven't watched the first video, see the link on the description below. Before we get started, fair warning guys, if you haven't played the game yet and is planning to do so, there will be spoilers, but this video is only up to the end of chapter 2. Not much to worry about since there is still a lot to uncover in the game. Chapter 2, The Golden Greed. It starts with Kliff leaning on a bell tower in the town of Hernand. He then checks the pendant that was left behind by Rulupi, and it pointed towards a tower at a distance. As we walk towards the tower, we stumble upon a soldier named Pedro. He talks about a wanted poster and the rewards you get from hunting down criminals. Capturing them alive would fetch more money. Bounty hunting could be a good source of income. Found a fishbowl soup cooking recipe nearby too. I went back inside the town to get more of those wanted posters and decided to catch some who are in town. Found 2 recipes inside a house with a cauldron for alchemy. Saw Jeff the pickpocket just outside and went to capture him. Carried him to prison on foot. Put Jeff down a bit because I saw another one of those wanted posters again. And again, to get another poster. There are a lot of criminals in Hernand. That means more bounties to get. Finally brought him to prison and got the reward money on Jeff's head. I got 3 artifacts at this point, so I used it to upgrade the basic stats on stamina, spirit, and health. Found 3 bandits on the way to the tower. Perfect for doing the challenge if I get this right. There is only 3 of them and I only have 1 chance because they might not be here if I reload the game when I fail the challenge. Although there is a lot of chance elsewhere, but I insist. I only use shield attacks to pass the sealed artifact challenge of defeating 3 enemies using a shield. There! Challenge complete. First try, baby. Gotta loot them every time. Sealed artifact challenge is one way to get artifacts for skill upgrade. I'll just mention this once here. The tutorial letters from White Crow and Alliston through a dove or some random NPC is impressive. It gives more detail to the immersive feel of the game. It is mostly too late at times since we already learned about the said mechanic prior to the letter, but it is still cool. Alright, I'm here. There are a dozen enemies around here. Time to break some bones. Combat in the game is very impressive, even in this early stage where my skills are limited. Spamming food for healing is key for staying alive unless they one-shot me. So, if you killed enough of the enemies during region liberation, the remaining enemies starts to flee. You lose the loot from the dead enemies if the cutscene initiates. I wonder if they will fix it or does it get sent to the private storage? And with that, this Lion Crest watchtower is now liberated. Then we use a bow and get near a fire brazier to light the tip on fire and use it to shoot the vines and burn it. This will open the way to get inside through the doors. I guess there are other possible ways to get inside. Tell me in the comments below how you did this one. On top of the tower, there is an important item called the Visione. It lets you see visions of the past in certain areas. You will know this when you see the lamp on Kliff's hip starts to flicker when near one. This vision gave me an idea to try and climb the watchtower and see what is up there, just like the person who fell. Huh, would you look at that? Treasures. Went down from the tower and found Rulupi waiting with his cat Jiji. Followed Jiji the Cat across some river and to a ruin up the mountain. Here we observed a silhouette and learned about the OP skill Nature's Grasp. This skill lets us lift heavy objects like stone blockades, flagpoles, and fallen trees. Lifting fallen trees during combat and slamming it on the enemies is very satisfying. Tried out the skill to lift the door, and there is a simple puzzle inside. Also learned focus skill here by observing the silhouette of the meditating person. The puzzle involves using force palm to solve it, so I punched my way through the puzzle and solved it in no time. Another artifact achieved. And this area is also now a fast travel point as a bonus. We then went and talked to Bellwise, a friend of Rulupi. She gifted us the power of nature. That means Kliff is now a leaf bender. All we have to do now is find the fire, lightning, and ice elements, and we are basically the avatar in this game. Then went back to town and upgraded my equipment and sold some items. This will be a routine from time to time from here on, which I won't be mentioning much in the future. Did the arm wrestling minigame in the tavern. We just have to win 4 times in a row to get the artifact from the challenge. Then gone up to the 2nd floor to try out gambling. Duo minigame is like medieval card game but with sticks. Rules are simple but needs a bit of remembering. I was losing hard, so I accused the guy of cheating but failed. Lost 15 silver on this one. How frustrating. I can't be vindictive being the hero of this game. Maybe breaking a few bones when I see him outside would suffice. PS, you can just reload previous save in the game. Anyways, it was already nighttime and I heard a bunch of sellsword talking shit about Gameister and their boss wanting to test his metal against one. Naturally, we complied and handed him his ass. It was so bad for him. He could barely fight back. He really shouldn't have insisted on standing and getting up on the stairs. But I had the high ground and he got Anakin'd to death. It was probably very humiliating for him. His efforts are commendable nonetheless. After the fight, the Marshal of Hernand, Barden Midler, introduced himself. He got impressed by the spectacle, same with a beautiful noble who is unknown for now. Marquis Circus sent him and they are in need of help because the situation is getting dire. A Greymane like Kliff, who established quite the reputation with helping the people in Hernand, is needed to solve this predicament. An unknown benefactor is helping the brigands steer trouble in Hernand, and we are here to get to the bottom of this. After that, we went to the meat shop lady to solve her request. She wants to make fish porridge but don't know how to cook. Ingredients are ready, so we cooked it for her. While running around Hernand doing stuff, found this vision of the past about this sculpture guy missing his homeland Demonese. Doesn't make sense much really. There is a treasure map near this memory fragment. This could be something to take note of when we get to Demonese. If this map is in Demonese. And if I don't forget about this thing, there is a wanted person inside this building near the church. I tried to get inside through the window because the doors are locked. We need a key to open it and I don't have one yet. Also borrowed some stuff while I'm here since that guy is sleeping anyway. There, found the wanted person from the poster. The pursuit begins abruptly. This is not what it looks like. She is not a nun. She is a criminal posing as a nun. Probably a bandit scheming something in the church. While bringing the woman to jail, another outlaw was spotted along the way. Billy must be a pickpocket, a caught two scums of the society this time. These guys never learn. Brought them to the soldiers and in prison they go. We got our reward from the bounty. While running around, I tried mining this ore vein using the pickaxe I found somewhere. Who would have thought mining ores in this side of the mountain could be this tricky? And there goes the ore falling down. Yep, the things we do to upgrade our equipment. Found this wild horse while exploring. Played the dev's other games, so I knew the horse could be tameable. I tried it and succeeded after several tries. Caught a Pryden, and it is better than Hespia, so this will be my new horse. Mined some more and up I go exploring again. Found this shed looking place here and got another sealed artifact. Went up this mountain with a tree struck by lightning and saw another memory fragment for the Visione. These guys are talking about some rumor about the tree that was struck by lightning, that it is dangerous and could also be used to be made as a weapon. Tried it and it just gives you wood. Bunch of balonies. Tried to mine this bismuth ore vein here, but it was too dangerous because of the monsters and the health sapping thing it does. Went on my way and gave some of the ores to the weapons and armor shop owner's assistant for the quest I accepted back then. Bought equipment for the horse and now Pryden looks even better. Found another sealed artifact while roaming around. Artifacts challenges are stacking up slowly. Finally arrived at this bridge area for the Liberation main quest. Time to trim down the bleed bandits. When they drop the loot, I get distracted. Shiny stuffs are dazzling. They fled after most of them got killed. This area is now liberated. Took some poster that is related to the main quest. Missing cattle, goat horns thief, a missing sheep named Wooly, and a cave whom you'll hear strange noises. Helped the guy whose cattle were missing first. Found a guide to lead me to the bandits who stole the cattle. Took out the bandits, but unfortunately the cattle were all dead. According to the memory shown by the Visione, the cattle got poisoned by that thing that emits red smoke. told the owner the bad news that the cattle are dead, and for what it's worth, we did avenge them. Went to the goat owner next to investigate the disappearance of the goat's horns and his belongings. Gone back to town a bit to upgrade some equipment, played rock, paper, scissors with a kid at the back of the alley, and won just by throwing rock every time. Found the bandits who stole those horns and dealt with them accordingly. Went back to the owner and gave him a mysterious elixir that we took from the scene. It was not his, but he was happy about it. I arrive at night and I can't find the kid who lost his sheep. Must be way past his bedtime. He will probably be back in the morning. Well, no sign of the kid here. Went to the other quest instead and talked to a drunk old man. He was bragging about being a Greymane, which he is not. He took me to a cave with the strange noises. It was just a hideout of the bandits who gone around stealing farm animals. Took all of them out first, did some stuff just outside of the cave, tried many things just to get this apple from the tree. Finally just decided to cut the tree to get the apples. Then went inside and looted the place first and used the Visione to listen to the memory fragment. There is an unknown benefactor colluding with the bandits to steer trouble in Hernand. The drunk old man reported everything. The authorities came and the animals are now rescued. Funny thing though, I did not find any animals alive inside the cave because there was the thing that emits red smoke that could have killed all of them. This mission is done. Right outside the cave, we talked to some soldiers. They're talking about a branch master of the Goldleaves named Hornsplitter. He's a greedy bastard who could be behind all the shit that was going on. Right outside the village, there are two kids talking about some fallen rocks from the sky and that all of the anomalies that were going on were caused by it. They were also trying to help the kid who lost his sheep or just find a way to cheer him up. When we got there, it was different though. The other boy was bullying him instead. Anyway, we listened to the kid's request and went to find the missing sheep. Talked to the herders to find some clue to its whereabouts. They pointed some bandit camp near the river. Went and dealt with the bandits, took the sheep back to the kid, but it was not Wooly the sheep that he was looking for. The sheep must have already been slaughtered by the bandits, but I don't think it's good for a kid to hear that. The boy was still grateful for the new sheep we brought in. Then after dealing with all those local problems, it all points to the Goldleaves Merchant Guild. Went and investigated them, overheard some goblins talking about it, and met Shakatu. Shakatu opposed their current leader, the Hornsplitter, but could not do much about it at the moment. He said we will meet them again at some other time. Then talked to a distressed nun. She is crying about their village healer being kidnapped by the bandits because he would not give them the sky stone. It's what they call those things that have fallen from the sky. Gone to the healer's house, which is already burning. Gone and saved a stranger inside. The healer was not there. The bandits took him somewhere as a hostage. Went to the bandit camp and rescued the kidnapped healer. The bandits look like the Goldleaves people with their dress and all. Shakatu mentioned meeting him at some other place and time. Arrived at the area marked by the quest to talk to him, but his lackeys were being a bitch. It seems violence cannot be avoided. Nothing like a good beating will calm them down. After the fight, Shakatu arrived to stop the commotion. It feels like he was just testing the mettle of a Greymane for the mission to come will be a bit tougher. Hopefully he got impressed by the performance. He needs help dealing with their current branch master Hornsplitter. Being a merchant that he is, we struck a beneficial deal for both parties. Kliff is looking for his scattered comrades and Shakatu offered to help financially. Afterwards, we accepted another errand for the horse lady. She wants a shimmering scale of a certain fish from the river where she saw them. While heading to the river, we stumbled upon this memory fragment about a noble named Walter Lanford who is being arrested by the Hernandian soldiers. He must have committed a crime or something, or was just framed by another jealous, greedy noble. There is this simple puzzle too where you just light up the candles. It unlocks the sealed room with a sword inside. I could use a fishing rod to get the fish from the river, but no, swimming and catching the fish barehanded is faster. Got the scales now and gave it to her assistant. While running around town, a servant from House Roberts asked for help. He lost his job because of some bandits again. The shop he was tending to got raided and he asked for help to deal with them. We need to prepare at this point for the coming missions and fights. Bought the cooking recipes from the tavern lady and some of the ingredients from the grocer. Then started cooking some food. Used a well to get some water. just because. Ask a guy sitting on a bench to progress the House Roberts faction quest. Liberated the area occupied by the bandits while doing the spear challenge to get the artifact. Went to tell the servants that the bandits were dealt with and the area is safe now. The Lord of the House Roberts is pleased and wants to meet us. He asked for help on reclaiming the quarry that is being occupied by the Bleed bandits. Since it's a house of a noble, I'm sure he won't miss some stuff that will be missing, so I went and borrowed some of them. Even found this owl puzzle bolt. You just push each button until you get an image of an owl completed, which will unlock it. Borrowed the Oath of Darkness earring inside. I might return it someday or not since I'm helping them anyway. Explored outside while going in the direction of the quarry. Untied a local who got robbed by some bandits. Found another sealed artifact. Helped some more locals along the way. Mined some ores. Found an abyss nexus. Hunted some game and finally made it to the quarry. Went straight to fight the thing called Marnie's Excavatron. This guy is annoyingly tough for my current abilities. Just ran around when it tries to dig down and attack from below. Then attack when it comes up. Did it several times until the thing is destroyed. Got a mining Knuckledrill and a gold vein map. Very rewarding fight. After that, it is time to deal with all the Bleed bandits in the quarry until it is fully liberated. There is a lot of them in this area, and with my limited skills, it took a while to get them all. Tried different approach to deal with them, like assassinating, shooting exploding barrels, and trying out all different weapons in my arsenal to get more feel of the combat in the game. It is awesome and feels heavy and impactful. Took my time looting their dead bodies too. It could be a while to finish this fight. There is so many of them and they keep on coming. Not that it's bad, it's great really. More opportunity to test out combos and skills in which is still limited. How unfortunate it is that it still lacks some fun skills I could have used during this fight. Even took the time to use the grindstone and anvil for weapon and armor buffs. It took quite a while to finish the liberation. Took until morning in the in-game time and 40 minutes on real time on my part. They then asked me to extract the relic using the crane. Gave me a key to the control room and used the lift to get there. I wonder why they can't do this themselves. Do they have to ask me? Went back to Leon Roberts to report the successful liberation of the quarry. Played with rock, paper, scissors with a kid again and lost. Bought some leather and crafted a new pair of gloves. Tried to hunt down a wanted person from the posters but accidentally killed him instead. He fought back and it was self-defense on my part. He still turned in his corpse to the authorities and got half of the reward because he's dead. It sucks but nothing to do about it now. Finally head out to the Goldleaves and dealt with some of them along the way. A lot of them were very welcoming and tried to kill me on sight. They do drop some good loot. Went inside the camp to confront their leader, Hornsplitter. Big talks from a guy who is about to die really. Shakatu is just standing by beside him, waiting for his opportunity to seize the seat of leadership. It is up to us to give him that opportunity then. The blinding flash skill was too much for the guy. My equipment at this point were upgraded enough to deal a lot of damage to him. It was over in no time. His servants, whom he thought was loyal to him, went and mobbed him. They stabbed him to death. Not that he is already dying with a throat slitting by Kliff. Shakatu then took the opportunity to get the crown and seat as the rightful leader of the Merchant Guild. None seem to oppose it now. With that, the Goldleaves Merchant Guild/faction is now unified through their new wise leader Shakatu. And that is for the chapter 2 of the main story guys, and marks the end of this video. If you made it up to this point, I am very grateful to you. Do tell me in the comments below what you think about this game and help this channel grow by leaving a like and subscribe. More videos like this will come if it does well. See ya!